Hello and welcome to Austin, Texas, one of our favorite stops on the tour. And today, Darrell K. Royal Stadium is packed and revved up, ready to make noise for the Texas Longhorns. This is not your normal matchup, a battle of top 5 teams, two forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 10 team in the country, LSU Tigers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And here's the return from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Trying to extend the play. Contact as he threw it. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a first down.
So a nice completion here for him in his first completion of the game. And I love the fact that he gets hit, be able to settle in now and just worry about executing.
Quick throw caught on the left side. Fights through the tackler. Brought down, but the gain moves the ball all the way to the plus 42.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
Looking to throw it on first down. Bringing pressure. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking for his big tight end. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Longhorns will have 1st and 10 here. And here's the handoff. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Really good defenses put an emphasis on winning the early downs. That means holding your own on 1st and 2nd down. So you force the offense to consistently have to try on 3rd and long. That's exactly what's happened here in this series.
So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. And it's good. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to pick 3 points up here for the offense.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The catch is made for a huge pickup. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? And he's into the end zone, but there is a marker down, so hold everything. Now it's second down here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. With the catch, it's Fox. Tackled, but first down.
I feel like this quarterback could make this throw in his sleep. It's like clockwork, a curl route against zone. And the quarterback, the only thing is he had to fit it into a tight window for that first down completion.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Grab down the middle. It's Jones. Tackled at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Defense is coming after him. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
So they'll try to add the lead now with a PAT. He manages the footing, and the extra point is up and good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. And looking to throw now on first down. Makes a quick catch. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. He moves the ball to the 40. It'll be a first down.
Well, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw and put it right on the money to pick up that first down. And I think that's the big thing that LSU fans want to see is consistency from the quarterback position. There have been moments where you've seen that. There have been other moments where they've been asking for more out of their quarterback. So you had the Burrow moment in 2019 that was historic, one of the best we've ever seen in the sport. But now you want to see throws like this and be a great complement to that running game. And then you become a complete package and a real threat in the SEC.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. He tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later or maybe in the second half.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looking to scramble now. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Well, it's a good thing they pick up the first down here because it would have been interesting to see. They were kind of in that no man's area there. If they did not pick up the first down, would they have kicked the field goal or would they have gone for it? But here, doesn't matter. Nice first down.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They call the counter run here. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. Offense cranking up the tempo now, no huddle. Movement here from the tight end. And the tailback's got it again. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. So now it's 3rd and short from the plus 25. They're in field goal range. Well, let's see what the call is. They're thinking about touchdown, of course. They're going to run it. He stopped, but he gets a 1st down. LSU now operating in the red zone. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Got space, looking to score. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. The offense threatening close to the goal line with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Can you say methodical? Marathon march curve just pounding away and wearing down that defense.
They just kept moving the sticks and moving the sticks until they got into the red zone, and they just kept moving the sticks until they got into the end zone. What a drive.
Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wideout. Downfield shot, ball's incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And he'll set up to throw. Eludes the rush. Breaks free. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Texas 10, LSU 7.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. He's got a receiver wide open here. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Handoff here from the shotgun. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Running back grabs it on a screen. Breaks loose at the 40. Big gain across midfield, though spotted down near the 30.
And I don't think the defense had any clue that the screen was being called. They're getting off field, getting pressure on the quarterback, and that ball gets dumped. There's no one left to be able to slow him down from getting a big gain.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Lets it go. Fired into a tight window and picked off. After a short return, he's tackled at the 18. What an enormous takeaway by this defense.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on third down and 8. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
This is a nice job here by this defense on third down. They take away all the options downfield, and they recognize the quarterback scramble. He almost comes up with his first down, but they keep him short to set up this fourth down.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Catch made on the right side. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers, the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Quick throw to the left side. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. That is a huge play. Finally brought down at the 46-yard line. First down here for this offense. They'll run it here. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. Offense in hurry-up mode. They'll try to run for the first down. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Fourth down and 2 coming up as they try to keep the drive going. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. This football incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Important second down play coming up. He decides to keep it here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Offense looking to throw the ball. Pressure is coming. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Longhorns will send their punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. And this is a low liner. This won't go a long way. And the coverage team able to bring him down. field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Spins away from defenders. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Hand off to the single back. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense some fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play out.
Down he goes, a sack. They get to the line in a hurry here for this 3rd down. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. Third down play for this offense. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
The attempt is no good. He missed it. A missed chance to tie this game. Still down by 3.
Well, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. Finds the receiver wide open. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Boy, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
Escapes the pocket. could not get there on the scramble, short of the marker, and now a fourth down decision coming up. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. They're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. The linebacker shifting around now. They'll try to run it with the option. And they finally get him down, but the quarterback keeper there picks up a big chunk and a first down. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. The Longhorns hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Now someone moved just a bit too early. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs. 1st and goal. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Goes to the sideline, steps out after a short gain.
And the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Well, still plenty of work here to do now on 2nd down and goal. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. The pass rush closed. Will he score here? And the stop made just short of the goal line. They'll put it at the 2. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
3rd and goal. Looking to throw the ball. They hit him behind the line, and out comes the football. The offense recovers the fumble. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Longhorns will kick this away to get the second half going. Return begins inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff. Breaking free at the 35. They finally make the tackle, but the big gain moves the ball across midfield to the 47.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Catch made across the middle by the running back. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
The catch makes it a more manageable 3rd down. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, LSU. And they go in front here in the second half. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
Automatic in the PAT. Now they get set to kick it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. The Longhorns offense takes the field. And the back gets the football. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
Well, the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They look to throw it here on second down. Lets it go quickly. It's caught downfield. They bring them down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
But what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And, Chris, I think back all the years of Texas football, going way back, and they've had some good receivers. Roy Williams.
And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Using his legs here. They get him down, but that's a good run. Enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Longhorns looking to keep this drive moving. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Well, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Man, it has been a rough night for this poor offensive line, and it's only getting worse. That's 5 sacks they've now given up so far in this game alone.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Oh, the read option here, and the quarterback keeps it. I thought he was going to get out and maybe take this downfield for big yards. The defense, very fortunate to keep him to a shorter gain.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Tries the right with a quick throw. He pulls in the catch. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. 1st and goal from the 9. Offense racing down the field. It sets up a 1st and goal inside the 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got it right near the end zone. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. The defense with more pre-snap movement. It's a shotgun run call. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
After a long drive, it's a crucial 4-point play. Can they score a touchdown or have to settle for 3? They'll run the option. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I'll tell you what, considering they've been out there for a long time on this drive, they sure showed a lot of endurance there, coming up with a big stop. And now it's 4th and goal. And as an offensive coordinator and head coach, with this kind of drive, it just seems like you'd be missing something by not coming away with a touchdown.
There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. The pocket breaking down. He's moving out of the pocket now. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texas.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. They'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Breaks loose at the 40. And they keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Well, it's a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and to talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. Doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a first down as the clock runs down here in the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. Texas 17.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Here comes a throw from the red zone. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Oh, the ball is not free. Who's got it? And the ball will bounce out of bounds, so they avoid the turnover.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. They'll test the right side here. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on third down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this and picking up that first down.
Pick is up and no good. Missed chance to tie this game. Still down by 3. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. Second down play coming up for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Chris, at least there's some positive yards there from this run game. It hasn't been pretty today. It's really, to me, kept them out of finding any kind of offensive rhythm. Now, they have the lead, but it's despite this offense not necessarily having their best day.
They'll hand it off. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Well, this defense understands the magnitude of this drive right here. That's back-to-back plays. They've stepped up and done a great job. Now it's third down. Can they apply some more pressure to try to get this offense off the field?
Crucial third down play right here. And the quarterback dropping back. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
On third and short, the offensive coordinator has his entire playbook open. You could run it or you could throw it. Either one's available. They chose to go through the air here. They're just not able to hit it.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. They'll down this ball just outside the 30-yard line. Bengals offense is back out on the field. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Solid gain. Moves the ball to the 37.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run. The line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Powering through. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Third down, out of the shotgun. That's reeled in. It's Howard. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a first down. The offense going with the hurry up. And someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. No huddle now for the offense. Here's the handoff. And they'll stop him after a short gain. Important play right here. Close game, fourth quarter, third and long. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. So here we go, down one score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. Down one possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Oh, and it's incomplete, and the drive ends right there.
Oh, so close to coming up with that conversion here on 4th down in the 4th quarter. Close football game. You got to rely on your own defense to come up with a stop and hope you get one more chance.
And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Back's got it again. The junior able to bring him down quickly. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Big 3rd down play. If they can't get the stop, they have to consider calling a timeout. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
With 3rd down and short, they decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at 4th and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
It's a one-possession game. They'll elect to go for it here on 4th down. They need to convert. He'll drop back. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. They've got him, but he easily makes the 1st down, and this drive keeps going.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the 1st down.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Oh, looks like the defense jumped offside there. If that's the case, this will be a 1st down.
Ready, set.
And the quarterback will take a knee. Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. And the quarterback just takes a knee. Well, Kirk, we thought it might be this kind of a game. Very small margin for error in this game. Who was going to make the crucial play at the end? And they did it to get the W.
Yeah, Chris, when games get tight like we saw here, it really comes down to who's the better coached team, who's going to execute better, and just as importantly, not letting the moment get to your head. That's a nice win for this head coach and his team.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.